So today I'm making chili. It's finally cold now here where I live. It's chili making time. So what we're going to do is going to prep all our vegetables first, cut them all up. There is no rhyme or reason in cutting up vegetables. Always handy to have a nice little garbage bowl. All my vegetables are all pre-washed. Sure your seeds are out. This is how I make chili. Everybody has their own way of making chili. Just quick chop, bite-sized pieces. Toss in a bowl. You want your vegetables to be like bite-sized pieces. So we're adding 2 red peppers, 2 green peppers. You can use whatever color peppers you like. It doesn't matter. This is just a quick chili, like I said. This is nothing fancy. There's really not that many ingredients in my chili today. This is going to be a meat chili. No beans. We don't like beans. Now on to the onion. I'm using a large yellow onion. Boy, I really need to sharpen my knives. If you're dealing with a kind of dull knife like I am, just be careful. Dull knives can be more dangerous than a sharp knife. But it does the job. Quick rough chop of the onion. I might add another onion. I'm making a fairly large batch of chili. It's a 7-quart pot that I am using. Again, quick chop. Eyes are starting to water. Okay, so I'm going to clean up my board, wash my hands, clear out my eyeballs, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now onto the cloves of garlic. I'm using 5 cloves of garlic. Just peel and chop those. Quick smash. Quick peel. Smash again. Just chop them up real quick. Don't have to be pretty. That's how you chop up your garlic. Now I'm going to do the rest of the 4 and we'll be right back. Okay, so I'm using in my chili this is a certified Angus beef round stew is what the label says. I'm going to be putting 2 pounds of this in, and I'm just going to cut it up into bite-sized pieces. These are just a tad bit too big. So just cut the big ones up to a nice bite-sized piece. And I'm prepping up everything before I start cooking. And this is how I normally go about doing my chili. So get everything all prepped up, ready to go. And then we'll just start cooking away. So I'll be back in a few minutes to start showing you what to do. So the onions are just about translucent, getting to that stage. The peppers are starting to get nice and soft and tender. So this is where, at this point, where I like to start adding my meats when they start getting done. I cook the meat in a separate pan simply because I just don't have the arm strength anymore to drain the grease. I like to cook in my cast iron, and cast iron can get pretty heavy. So the hamburger's just a little still pink, but that's okay. It's going to finish cooking off in the pot. So we're just going to transfer the hamburger, ground beef into the vegetable pot. So let's grab some of the stew beef. Just put that in there until it covers the bottom of the pan. We're going to do this in a couple of batches. And what you're going to do is just cook that down until they're brown. Let me wash my hands real quick. So let's crank the heat back up on my cast iron. Give this one a quick stir. Fix that. So we're just going to give this a stir. Then turn down our heat over here. Doesn't need to be too high at this point. And come back over to the stew meat. And we're just going to brown this right up. We're going to get the pan quite hot. You get a nice sear on this beef, it'll be okay. Cook it the way you like. Still no salt and pepper at this point. I'll be back in a couple minutes when that's done. Okay, so the stew beef is just about done. It's still kind of rare on the inside. Not to worry, it's going to all still cook down when it's mingling in the pot once you add your sauce into your chili. So let's turn this heat down on this pan over here for a little bit. Grab a towel, scoop that right over. And we're just going to transfer the beef over to the big pot. Okay, so now we're going to go back over to the cast iron. Okay, so now we're going to add the other half of the ground beef. Quick wash of the hands. Let's turn this heat down just a little bit. Break that up. We can add a little bit of salt to this. A couple pinches. There's a coarse salt that I got in there. Some people can't have a lot of salt in their food, so if you can't put salt in it, don't worry about it. This is a dish that you actually season to your taste. Alright, so we'll be back in a few minutes when that gets done. Okay, so we're back with the second round of ground beef, which is done. So I'm just going to drag you over here, grab my towel, and start transferring the ground beef into the pot. Ground beef is transferred. Let's get the tripod. Let's give this a quick stir. Just try to keep some of the vegetables in the pot. Let's sear this up. Let's add some salt to that. Heck, why not? Let's add some pepper to that now. Not too much. There is no measurements really. I can't give you a measurement. Just eyeball it. Again, this is to your taste. Alright, so we're going to brown this up and we'll be right back. Okay, so this is pretty well brown. I got my burner on. Gonna slap that back in there. Slide you back here. And again, transfer the beef. Let's stir this up. Everything's starting to look good. So in the pot we have our onions, peppers, ground beef, stewed beef. Let's add some garlic in there now. 4 cloves. Why not? Again, this is how I make my chili. Sometimes I mix up the recipe again. I don't think I've ever made a chili the same way twice. So now I think we can add about, I don't know, teaspoon, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt in there. Do a teaspoon of pepper. Stir it up. Now we're going to start adding sauce. Now I can my own sauce. I make my own sauce and all that good jazz. So just start pouring your pasta sauce, spaghetti sauce, get it all out. So that's 1 quart of sauce. Let's stir this up, see how it looks. Stir it up, mix it up. There's nothing in this right now to make it spicy other than the pepper. If you want a spicy chili, make sure you have your ingredients to make it spicy. Chili peppers, ghost peppers, I don't care what you put in it. Whatever you like as far as spiciness goes. So of course this is not done yet. I started this at around somewhere around 9ish or so. The longer your chili cooks, the better it tastes. So I already put 1 quart of sauce in. I'm going to grab a pint-sized jar. I'll show you how I open this jar again. Stick the back of your knife until you hear it pop. Let's throw that one in. Now my sauces, when I make my sauces, sometimes I do put cayenne pepper in my sauces, so that's why I'm not adding the sauce quite yet. Not the sauce, that's why I'm not adding the spiciness right now, the chili powder or cayenne pepper. So that's going to be like last. I'll be adding right now just to this is salt and pepper. But right now, I think that's enough sauce. That looks good. I'm going to let that cook down. And this is an all-day dish. So, hold on. I'm over in getting a fork. So if you want, because you are the cook, you can sit and start tasting your food. It's going to be hot. Yeah. Sorry, I don't want to talk with my mouth full. Right now it tastes very flavorful. However, it's not hot, as my husband would say. He's been to make sure I remember all morning by saying hot, hot, hot. Well, I make this so I can just taste the heat, because I do like to eat the chili. If I make it too spicy, I don't eat it. So we'll be back in a little while. Check. I'm just going to throw this burner now on to low. Throw a cover on it and just let it chill out for the day. Okay, so this really hasn't been cooking all that long. However, I just want a small bowl because I didn't have breakfast, and just to have a quick taste, show you how it looks. So you can eat that just as it is. You can throw a little bit of Mexican blend cheese on it, a little bit of green onion. Not necessary. I swear people just do that to make their dish look more appetizing. But there you go. Anyway, let's give this a taste. So yeah, this definitely needs a lot more cooking time, but it is good the way it is right now. Me personally, I really don't like the cheese on it, but that's me. It's good. It's really easy to make. This is nothing fancy by all means. It's just a quick chili on a nice cold day. I'm starting to get the hint of the cayenne pepper, so there is enough in it. However, I have people in my household that do like it more spicier. So there'll definitely be more cayenne pepper going in, and possibly some just regular old pepper. If you don't have cayenne pepper, don't worry about it. Just add pepper and you'll be fine. Season to taste. That's all it is to it. Give it a try. I hope you like it. If you did give it a try and you like it, come back, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Thanks so much. Bye.